I'm sure you have had good, discussion and exchange of thoughts. Now, let me request my colleague, welcome, Mrs. Ali,
Thank you,
to
sir.
today's session. Welcome, Mr. Chenrup Sharma, to today's session. Can I start with you, Mrs. Ali,
Sure, sir.
man of history? All right.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me, share your thoughts about this question.
Sure, sir. Very interesting topic indeed
It
that
is, it
we
is.
have to discuss today. And as you have mentioned little earlier, first of all, we need to understand that science and religion are not opposite, actually.
Yes.
And they are complementary to each other. So the scientific methods, they provide us better understanding of the laws of nature that govern the entire universe, basically. And the insights from religion, on the other hand, when we look at them, have given, insights about human purpose. So they are basically complementary to each other. They are not opposing each other.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes,
And
yes.
throughout history, as you have asked the questions, that we need to give certain examples from history. So throughout history, we have been dependent on these two principal systems of knowledge. They have been really, really important, that have developed our intellectual and moral powers as well. So their balance has freed people from destructive habits whenever they were there, and attained new levels of technical, artistic, and ethical achievements. So this is also
Right,
very
right.
interesting.
Very true.
And human civilizations have actually advanced when there was balance between science and religion.
Yes, yes. So all the developments that have come to humanity
Yes.
across the centuries, so you're attributing to the time, the periods that both the sources of knowledge,
Right.
science and religion, both have been working
Right.
together in
Together,
harmony.
they were in harmony. There was balance. There was not too much of materialistic needs, or the spiritual agencies were also not very powerful. So whenever there was balance, yes, the civilizations have prospered actually. To put into simpler words, actually, technical skills and attitude should go hand in hand. So you're technically very advanced, technologically, scientifically, but then if your attitudes are not correct, obviously you will go towards destruction.
That's
You will
what's
not-
happening today.
Exactly, sir.
Oh.
So whatever new technology is getting developed, it has been used mostly for destruction, hurting somebody else. So again, whenever this has happened in history also, there has been, destruction. But when, as we discussed, harmony was there, of course, civilizations have prospered, advancement has been there. For example, Persian civilization is one of the ancient civilization actually. So during the rule of Cyrus the Great, who was the king, human rights was actually introduced first time at
Yes.
that time.
Yes.
And at the
You're
same
talking
time,
of more than 2,000, about
Yes.
2,500 years.
yes, absolutely, sir.
Okay. it's
From that
ancient,
time,
yeah.
they've started discussing about human rights. Of course, there's another issue that we are still discussing about it, but yes, it initiated in that period in the Persian civilization.
But now it
And-
is not followed in Persia.
No, exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Apparently
that
not.
it is very
Yes.
unfortunate actually that we have not learned from history.
Yeah.
And the balance we have not, as you have little while ago said, that these topics need to be discussed so that we'll understand the importance of the balance of science and religion in our life.
So is it because the present Persia is more of fanatical religious
Yes,
approach than
yes,
scientific?
It is.
So human rights is the first victim?
Absolutely, sir.
All right.
And again, that time, Persia was technically very much developed and advanced. So you see, the civilization had both the aspects, the religion and the science also was there. And that is why that time Persian civilization was the most advanced civilization. And on the other hand, whenever there has been an imbalance, in either in science or religion, that like materialistic lifestyle was very much given importance, or otherwise the spiritual. So there has been fanaticism which has ruled. So for example, we discussed right now that now whatever was there in Persian civilization, it has got destructed, and now because of fanatist behavior, everything has changed.
Mm.
And
sorry.
yes, sir.
Can we also become science fanatical as we
Yes,
can become religious
materialistic.
fanatical?
Yes, when economical growth is compared to your materialistic advancement, that we have so much of land is acquired, we have so many people are under in our they are in our nation, or we have acquired so much of economical prosperity. When we start discussing on those kind of terms, obviously the science is advancement of science is required, and then we go towards the materialistic point of view.
I think this point we'll discuss little later.
Sure,
Very
sir.
important
Yes.
about development.
Yes, sir. 100%. What is the real meaning of development?
Yes. So you talk of prosperity.
Right.
Can only scientific means, can only economic means, give prosperity to everybody, So that will come later on.
Sure,
I'll
sir.
interact with you about
Sure,
this
sir.
question. Yes.
So the example that I was about to give about when there was imbalance in both these aspects was the Greek civilization, for example.
Yes.
Sure, the downfall of Greek civilization contributes to the conflict and competition between cities. They broke down the sense of community. So because it was the Greek civilization, as some of our learners might also be knowing, they were established in different parts, different cities. So they started fighting with each other for this materialistic gains, basically. And then the downfall of Greek civilization also began. And of course, there were other important aspects also, but this was one of the crucial aspects.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your inputs, valuable inputs.
Thank you,
All right. So there are people who consider religion as a source of misery to humanity. And they cite examples of destructions and wars due to organized religion. Yes, look at the 16th century, look at the other examples we have in the history that were initiated because of religious differences, even in the last century,
Yes.
even today.
Today.
And different parts of the world have suffered, because of that. In the Middle Ages, in Europe, in the Middle East, and even in India, that these wars have inflicted untold sufferings on the people by organized religion. Even today, bloodsheds in the Middle East, in Africa, in the name of religion, they're examples of the sad situations and reckless destruction of innocent lives. This really has no justification.
Absolutely.
That religion which talks about love and unity, you kill others because of that. It's just impossible to visualize.
Absolutely.
So something is wrong with that conception of religion that brings about bloodshed and fight. So a question that we need to reflect upon is whether tragedies that have come to mankind, these sufferings that have come to mankind and have caused havoc for millions of people, were they because of the moral and ethical and spiritual teachings of religion? They brought all these sufferings to humanity, or was it due to misguided and wrong understanding or interpretation of true spirit of religion by the fanatical and by the fundamentalist? Take 3 minutes, talk to your learning partner, and note down your answers. Okay, this is a very basic question that really we should think about it. I don't know whether we'll get all the answers in our discussion, but this is something we need to keep exploring more and more.
Yes,
Mr. Chainrup, would you like to say something about this, please?
Yes, sir. Of course, it has been a wrong interpretation of the true spirit of religion, as you have said, earlier. For example, if the fundamental truth is that mankind is one,
yes,
then how can any religion go against it?
Yes.
There is no room for it.
In practice, yes, we create discriminations, but otherwise, no religion, as you rightly said, can deny that humanity is one.
Absolutely. And secondly, the laws that govern nature, such as unity in diversity, cooperation, love, and generosity, are also the basis of religious constructs, then which religion, will promote harming another human being or exclusion and hatred towards another human being?
Of course, of course. I think you're absolutely right. And by the definition of religion that we discussed at the beginning, that religion is about those laws which are there in nature. Yes, it just cannot be.
Yes, true.
That religion that has come to guide humanity says no, discriminate. That's not just
Exactly.
not possible.
Not
Yes.
possible.
You are good and you are bad. It is just not possible.
Yes.
So there's a misunderstanding of these really scriptures could lead into these discriminations.
Right, absolutely, sir. So fanatics and fundamentalists, interpret religious norms and dictate, or they force them on others to achieve personal gains, and show their power or superiority on others. And also, actually, they are the ones who are unaware of the real moral purpose of their life because they have not studied. They are just imposing on the others.
Yes, you are right. At the same time, we have seen that throughout the history, individuals have taken advantage of religion and also the religious sentiments of the people for their own gain. Could be material gain, could be, power. So that is there. That's how really the purity of religion has been corrupted.
Yes. It has also, sir, they have classified it in such a way that the common people did not have access to the religious texts. So they did not know what exactly it is. And these, so-called learned people had, the exclusive right, and they interpreted it, as you said, for their personal gain.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is now the age of learning, education,
Exactly.
science. So
Wow.
now that situation has changed. So
Yes,
really, each
yeah.
one of us should have access,
Yes.
has access
Right now.
to religious scriptures. We really have to read. It's there even in the national education policy.
Policy.
Right.
That the youth, the students have to learn about different religious scriptures.
Different religions.
Yes,
Right.
whether it is Upanishad, it is Bhagavad Gita, it is Zanda Avesta, it is the Bible, the Quran, the Kitab Aqdas. Yes, one
Yes,
has
yeah.
to read all the religious Buddhist scriptures and so on and so forth. And then when we do that, we come to what you said, that really there is such a harmony among all of them.
Right.
The problem comes when we focus on the interpretations,
Absolutely.
which are made by our human mind. So,
Right.
but pure religion, of course, they are in absolute harmony.
Harmony. Right.
So these negative images of religion really have created anti-religious sentiments and criticism.
Correct.
They are actually reactions to the shortcomings of religious institutions and religious leaders, not the true spirit of religion and its social and moral values. So, from that point of view, the religious leaders and supporters carry a very heavy responsibility, for the disrespect into which religion has fallen among many thinkers and intellectuals who do not want, the door is closed for any religious
Very
discussion. They are also responsible for the present situation that undermines discussion of religious and spiritual matters in every national and global affairs, be it peace, be it climate change, be it economy, be it technology. Of course, religion has something to say about it. So definitely, it's on us supporters, it's on the religious leaders to change the situation with their open-mindedness and inputs. It's a great mistake if we discourage investigating spiritual realities and ignoring the deep roots of human motivation, because the roots of humanity is that spirituality. It is those great mystical feelings that connect us to our Creator. So how can we deny this when we discuss the affairs of humanity? It's the main source of motivation that majority of the people of the world indeed have.
Absolutely.
In fact, when we examine the balance sheet of history, we find that the positive contributions of religion to human development are far more than the negative impact of its fanatical followers.
Absolutely.
Now, let me request you discuss with your co-learner, and in the following space in your notebooks, please note down, mention some positive contributions that religion has made to the advancement of civilization. You can take any example that you wish. Please take 3 minutes to write your answers.